Going for mid is a little bit dodgy just because it's semi-predictable, but Misery is almost an unkillable target. So if they're going to kill Weed, they have to do it fast though, because the Spectre has haunts, and they know that, and Secret is quite close to this mid lane.
Oh man, look at that, edging forward little by little. Traffic light says red, and General wants it to turn green, and it's going to be Weehart that makes the first move, then the last one. No, it's not! The Astral keeping it alive, the quick fingers doing the roll into the back pile, in the middle of the horn as well! The 4-man stun with the hand of God keeps Secret pumping through! That's a Nako in a ton of trouble, with the turn lane clearing up on Deadly, at least the Bane clears up another on the back end, but Navi, no mana, no spells, and no fight remaining for them. Secret will win this one with a 1-for-1 trade.
And gold lead still goes in favor of Navi, but that could have just been so much better for them as General hesitates for half a second. That's all the time Weeha needs to self-astral himself. Really well played by him as Envy almost instantly responds there. I really thought that was going to go so much worse for Navi for a second as Pylai Die hit that 4-man stun into the Spectre ultimate, but luckily for them, they still get out with an okay-ish trade. Seneco's going to come in too. They don't want to give up this mid tower for free, but they don't have the glyph. Might not matter what they want.
Just throwing out these tracks, but take a look at that. Exactly as the panel said. Hyphotic Shield, taking the tracks off little by little. Misery slowed by Dendi's Psionic Trap, but actually chasing this one down is reasonably difficult as Eternal Envy's tank is all hell. 4-0-0 at 13 minutes as the Spectre earn with the drums and phase already up and running.
Yeah, and this has just been a really successful game with him past the laning phase. Oftentimes you see Eternal Envy, they try to do as much as they can to secure his laning phase, but he had to kind of play a little bit more independently, and he's really shined in this elimination game as... I mean, this has to always be on Navi's mind. How much the Spectre's getting, how much the OD's getting. These are both sick late game heroes. In the mid game they do quite well for themselves too, depending on what build Eternal Envy decides to go for. And at some point you're going to have to deal with one of the two. They try to make the move on Weeha mid just a little bit too sloppy. They had to commit 2 of their major ultimates for that too.
And with Weeha having 2 buddies actually stand behind him and try and save him, Paladai will return to base, but Puppy is always ready. 40 seconds until Hand of God is back up to heal up the OD if necessary, but Seneko once more on the advance, looking for the scout, looking for the intel, the knowledge.
I think this is part of the issue too, that if you're Navi, you want to try to take out some tier 1 towers, because right now it's so dangerous. In a lot of scenarios, you could maybe go for a kill on Misery if he's playing really far at bottom, but because there's a tier 1 tower available, you know that almost everybody from Secret can respond, especially with the Haunt. And so that's why Secret are just making it a really big point to continue to play aggressively around the map, force things, and force the issue as much as they can.
I mean, as general, you know, if you see the full force of Secret, all 5 of them running towards you, and you think, well, I can jump in and pick one and drag them back. It's not that easy. With the shield, the astral, there are many ways that Secret can actually stop and limit his initiation tools. And this ball of death, with Eternal Envy able at a moment's notice, like we've already seen with that Haunt. Ditira and Artstyle, they're actually a little bit worried about pushing tier 1.
Yeah, they want to make sure that whatever fight they go for at this point is kind of a guaranteed one. And they are, I don't know, they just don't want to die because the tier 1's still available. And they've done such a good job of keeping this offlane one up by pressuring the enemy one. So they know that Navi just simply can't get there as fast as they can. And they see Dendi at bottom. So top might actually be the go for them. I think if they just TP 1 stunner up there, it's a free kill.
Eternal Envy, maybe he feels this one coming, the blink to the back, General.
Or the TP.
The mark and the Bane, Nightmares him up, Eternal Envy Fiend's Grip as well, with the lasso overlapping everything they had of God, not going to be able to keep Eternal Envy alive, but the rest of them, the Secret are back in. Highlight die with Weeha. Shred through the bounty, take out the bat, and they keep the tier 1 standing, so even though Eternal Envy dies, and there was a track, no there wasn't.
Yeah, that's all in favor of Secret. They didn't lose their tier 1 tower up, they didn't really have to give up anything. Envy died, but it doesn't cost them too much. Still 2 heroes for 1 without the track. And most importantly, you kept your tier 1 alive. Just continue to get map control, scare Navi into making inefficient trades like that, where they have to dive under towers intentionally to do it.
Well, Dendi, he's got his Desolator coming to him, and a DD rune. bottles up, and I was just wondering the timing with that, fight up at top. Maybe the TA heads into the Roche pit and utilizes the spread of Secret's heroes to her advantage, but it's going to be now that they head into the pit and look for that Roche takedown, and Secret, they are not ready for this.
Yeah, this is always the trade though. The top tier 2, I think as soon as Secret know that nobody's contesting this, the Roshan's almost guaranteed for them in their minds, but they don't know how low it is, they don't have the best ways to check either. They could use the haunt for it, but which is exactly what they're going to do, but unfortunately not going to be able to stop that, but they do manage to get the kill on General.
Eternal Envy dropping low. He's going to get sent back to base by the Chen, and it looks like that will succeed as Dendi trapped to slow Misery. The Sentinels are here with the call down on the puppy. Chen will be the easy kill for Navi, but will Misery? He's still got his ultimate. Just don't hit him, just don't touch him, don't punch him, leave Misery on low HP, and then shred him to bits. The stick charge with the shield, not enough. Ditchera with a double kill.
Unfortunately, he was able to shield off the track though, which hurts a little bit on the side of the bounty hunter, but they were able to parlay the Aegis into quite a lot right there. They get 2 nice pickoffs, and most importantly, they're going to start taking tier 1 towers, which is exactly what Navi needs to do. We talked about how in the last 2 games, the Secret, even in a losing effort, what they're really good at is they're dictating the pace of the game, and they're choosing where to fight. In this game, Navi, they kind of have to force the issue at all times and apply pressure to the Secret.
Eternal Envy has to be a little almost sly with his movements. I think he's very overzealous, very boisterous with the way he's pushing forward. I'm back. Eternal Envy says he's back. I thought Navi were back. Eternal Envy, still 2,000 gold in the bank, looking for that Radiance, I think.
Yeah, it's a really good item just because Navi, it'll cancel a lot of the blinks. Most importantly, you can get on top of the TA, absolutely destroy her. If she decides to go for the BKB, eventually, the charges start to get low, your ulti will last longer than that, and once Eternal Envy gets on top of the TA, he just demolishes her.
Oh, highlights eye, Poppy. These guys have been inseparable for the majority of this game, just roaming around as a pair, and they've been doing reasonably well, keeping the tempo of this game as limited as, you're looking at Batrider with a very early blink. Just judging by that, I think Secret have done well to mitigate how much Navi have been able to apply, especially, looking at Soneko. He could have had that mech a couple of minutes ago, but it's been slowed down. Still reasonably good timing. Going to be around 20-minute mark, because no smoke here for Navi. Just going to group up for a tier 1 at bottom lane. This does allow, like you were saying, the Spectre to have some free time up at top.
Yeah, and they're just trying to bide their time, and if they can get a good fight.
Laszlo, we are dead, demolished! And even with a 2-man stun back from the Earthsphere, Misery slowed and caught. He's got tracked up. And this might be his demise. And Puppy retreating with the Alpha Wolf actually turning against him. They've jumped on with a mech. The Hand of God is available. He'll have to force it out, but he's not going to use it. Not worth saving his own life. But they allow Misery to escape.
They get a lot of track money out of that though. And Misery it's a whatever target for them. Most importantly, they were able to get 2 kills. They get the tower out of that one as well. If they could get Eternal Envy, this would just be the icing on the cake.
Looks like he's out of range. Maybe not for long though, as Ether Lens is done for art style, and that range on Nightmare and Fiend's Grip is insane once he has that item running.
Yeah, Navi have to continue to push the pace though, because we all know what happens when Spectres get Radiance. Eventually the game just kind of gets out of hand. So these opportunities that Navi are creating for themselves, they've got to lead into more, and they're going to take down all the tier 1 towers. If they could get another few pickoffs too, this would be excellent for them. They know that Ditya is mid though.
Speaking of Ditya, it's kind of interesting looking at his item build. Very often we see the Aquila, the drums, just small incremental items, even a magic one, but he skipped over everything to rush into Helm SNY phase. Just getting these bigger ticket items, knowing that, fighting and brawling early on maybe isn't the best way to go, but now is their time to strike all into this pinnacle, all into this one moment to shine, but then he's still having Aegis, Deso Blink available as well. But Secret, just gonna give up these tier 2s.
Yeah, they desperately don't want to fight before Eternal Envy's Radiance at this point. If anything, what I think the play to do is just allow Weehaw to split.
Well, speaking of, he's haunting for vision. He's actually jumping forward, looking for the Batrider. General Astral. Over on the side, though, it's Soneko that's going to track up the Puppy. Paladine rolls in. He's got his ultimate for the call down. It's perfect on their heads. Misery with his ultimate, but Puppy gone with Paladine, and Navi catches Misery on the other side. At least we are. Can try and steal some intelligence. No Eclipse available though. There's no big ulti. 3 dead for Secret. Looking for 4. Navi cleaning up house. Team